Hey there, good looking. Do you want to hit the biceps and the triceps? Well, this workout is for you then. It's all arms, all day long. Well, for these next 30 minutes anyways. Listen, all you need for this workout is a pair of moderate dumbbells. For reference, I'm using a pair of 10-pound dumbbells. You ready? Awesome. Lace up your runners. Let's go get busy. Hello there. Hey, welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and hey, I help women over the age of 40 reclaim the tush of their 20s, or in this case, the arms of your 20s. Actually, we're gonna have better looking arms now than we did in our 20s. Trainers promise. So if you haven't already done so, hey, click subscribe and let's keep the fun going. All right, warming up here, take the arms, big circles behind. We'll start with the shoulder joint and then work ourselves down to the floor to continue warming up the arms. So we have multiple set training because progressive overload is what we need when we want to see change in our muscle. So what does that mean? That means we are hitting the same muscle for 3 sets all throughout this workout. No fluff, this is just real scientific training for you. And I want you to make sure that you've got a pair of dumbbells that challenge you, okay? So near the end of the set, you should be struggling. Last 3, 2, 1, open and close. Knees are soft, abs engaged. So I picked my favorite bicep and tricep exercises. We have 40 seconds on the clock. We'll alternate between a bicep movement, a tricep movement, and as I said, 3 rounds of that, and then we'll move on to a new series of moves. Last 2, and 1. All right, into a plank. You can be on your knees to modify. From this position, plank the hand under the shoulder, the other arm, and then down. Now lead with the other arm. Let's go. This will warm up the arms, especially the triceps. Now, as mentioned, take a peek. I'm on my knees if you need to modify the movement, and if you need to modify it further, push your bum up. So there'll be even less body weight for you to plank up. So you choose where you're at, because we're here for a minute. What? Hey, don't worry about it. We're almost there. We're already past the halfway mark. Now, are you able to keep the hips quiet? So there's not a lot of movement in the hip joint. So that will mean that you'll need the feet further apart. Beautiful. Last 20 seconds. Two more. Last one. And come on up. Beautiful. Palms facing me, knees soft, just some simple air bicep curls. About 30 seconds here. We'll grab a sip of water and then start the workout. Now we're starting in a half kneeling position with a wide bicep curl, and then we'll follow suit on the mat for a skull crusher to hit the triceps. If you're thinking, PJ, I have no idea what you're talking about, you're speaking another language, don't worry about it. I am coaching you through the whole thing. One more, and shake it out. All right, grab a sip of water if you need it. I'm gonna do so, wet mama whistle, and then grab your moderate dumbbells. Now, like I said at the beginning, I'm using 10s. You choose what's going to fatigue you. You may need to drop down a set or go heavier. Now, half kneeling means I'm just half kneeling on one knee. You can stand if this bothers your knees. Turn your palms away. Wide bicep curls. So curl up, wide, and slowly lower. Good. So why are we kneeling? Simply because the next movement, we're on our backs. That's really why I've done that, and that's why I normally do it when I do a lot of programming where we're down on the mat. Some people get dizzy when they go from stand to sit, so this kind of keeps the head and any type of vertigo in check. Now, this will also mean that you will use more bicep because you can't use your legs. You can't swing, you can't cheat it. So you might find this a little more challenging, half kneeling. You can also double up your mat for that knee behind you or put a pillow under it. One more. All right, on your back for me, knees are bent. Now, beginners, I want you to grab one dumbbell, hold on to each end, and that's where you'll be. Everybody else, intermediate advanced, dumbbell in each hand, shoulders in line, Keep the elbows where they are, drop the dumbbells down, or lower the dumbbells down. There's a much better word. Lower, don't drop, until they end beside the ears, and then extend back up. So now we're working into the triceps. This is called a skull crusher. If you're using one dumbbell, you're bringing the post of the dumbbell down to your forehead. So the cue, or the best cue I can give you on this movement, is keep the elbows over the shoulders and then glue them right there. So we're not moving through the shoulder joint at all. We're just hinging through that elbow joint. If you want, you can bring the elbows behind the shoulders a little bit to hit a little more tries. Makes it harder. Time. All right, here we go. Half kneeling or standing. It's your workout. Palms facing away. We're going wide with the curls, remember. Okay, here. Ready, set, and curl wide. Slowly lower back down. Beautiful. So this is round 2, or set number 2. So welcome as well to the hottest place on the internet. And I don't mean me, I mean physically the hottest place on the internet. Vancouver is still experiencing a heat wave. It is close to 40 degrees at Celsius for my American friends. What is that? Almost 100 degrees, just over 100 degrees. And no, I don't have air conditioning. I have one little fan. Time. All right, skull crushers. So, 1 or 2 dumbbells, and then where's the setup? Wrist, elbows, shoulders all in one line, or to make it a little harder, float the dumbbells slightly behind the shoulders. Go. If you have a dumbbell in each hand, I want the end of the dumbbell to touch the ground. Full range of motion. Remember, this is just an elbow exercise. Don't move through that shoulder joint. Now your knees are bent, low back is comfy. We don't have to think about the lower body at all. All we're focused on here is just hitting those triceps. And you should be starting to feel them now if you've got the right weight. Time. All right, one more of each, and then we'll move on to 2 new movements to hit the biceps, triceps. So half kneeling if you'd like. We're going wide, so palms turned away from the body, elbows staying tight to the sides, and curl up and slowly lower. So if this is global warming right now, if this is what we're experiencing, whoa, come on people, recycle, recycle more. This is hot, this sucks. I know my viewers who are down south or in a hot climate year round are probably thinking, oh, PJ, you're a wimp. Yes, I am a wimp. I fully own that. Oh. Woo! Skull crushers, 1 more rep. Time. Nice. All right, here we go. Take it down. Arms straight. Heels close to the bum. Again, we want that low back comfortable. You don't have to think about your lower body. All right, now let's keep those shoulders still. Just bend at the elbows. Drop the dumbbells down to the ground. Extend back up. Perfect. So we're standing for the next series, and we'll stay standing for both movements. And you'll just need 1 dumbbell. So if you're new to the channel, this is kind of what I do. I will verbally cue you so you can kind of get your head wrapped around as to what's happening and what's going on next. This is basically how I've been teaching for 25 years. Oh, woo! Yes, I think the 10s were ambitious, but I can do it. Time. All right, crew, let's get standing. Dumbbell in your right hand. From this position, it's a cross-body curl, okay? So we're literally just going across the body. 1 arm only, so we're gonna stay with this right arm for this full set. Let's go. Up and lower. Good. Up and lower. When we've completed this, single arm tricep kickback, and then we go back to round two, excuse me. So this is kind of cool too, little fit tip or a little tidbit here. When you're working what we call unilateral training, so one arm at a time, one leg at a time, the opposite side core is fired up. So this is kind of cool. We're training the bicep here, but we've got this left side oblique really fired up so that you stay stabilized. Time. All right, now let's step back with that right leg, lean forward and come into that front thigh. Elbow is up. Now, same as what we did earlier with the Skullcrushers, we want to keep the shoulders still and just just hinge through the elbow joint. Straighten the arms, slight pause at the end. Now, if you have a chair or a bench, you can definitely put that front knee on and lean forward. That might help you keep neutral spine more. So now hitting into the tricep. Extend that arm fully, hold it out there for just a breath, and then slowly back towards the shoulder. Once again, abs are engaged, core is engaged, unilateral training here. Time. All right, so we stay with this arm. I just need to shake out my hand. I don't know about you, but my grip strength starts to go before anything. Okay, so that right arm again, a cross body curl, round 2 of 3, go. Nice and tall in the body, feet apart. Good job. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're past the halfway mark. So it's about now that I'm hoping you're starting to feel it into the arm. Again, you'll feel grip strength, no doubt about it, especially if you're a chick. If you're a dude, you might not feel it as much. Your grip strength tends to be stronger than ours. Time. But yeah, unfortunately for women, that tends to go on us first. It's the grip strength, not really fatiguing the muscle. That's just the way it is. All right. Yes, you can buy gloves, workout gloves, that will help hold the dumbbell. That really bothers you. And kick back. You can also work on your grip strength. So doing right now, like right now I'm working my grip strength because this is quite heavy for the forearm. Just be careful you don't overwork it because it could create tendonitis in the elbow as well. There's a fine line, isn't there, when it comes to the body after the age of 40. Too much of a good thing is too much. Not enough of a good thing is not enough. You want that sweet spot. Last few reps. Again, ensure that you're straightening that arm with each rep, and you can pause it out there for a second. Time. Okay, one more to go. Once again, I'm just shaking out my hand. Maybe you're joining me. Whew. So, last round with this right arm, and then we'll move into the other arm. Here we go. Ready? Cross body. I don't know about you, but this arm's getting pretty toasty. And that's what we want. That's progressive overload. We have progressively overloaded this muscle through the workout, through doing the same movement patterns, multiple sets, and slow and controlled repetitions. Yes. Last rep. Time. Okay, so we've got kickbacks, and then we move right into that other arm right away. So, back leg, there to stabilize. It's kind of kickstanding. If you notice, I'm off my heel a bit. It's a hip hinge, and then kick back. Slight pause when the arm is out there, and then bring it back in. I'm placing some weight onto my front thigh and that arm there to help support my back. And I'm also ensuring that my spine remains neutral so that I don't feel any stress in the low back. One more rep. And and release. All right, so now we've got the left arm. We get a 15-second break in between the moves too, which is kind of nice. Here we go. Ready? So you're going across the body, and pay attention. One arm is going to be stronger than the other. It's usually, right, the arm that you write with. It's your more dominant side. Last couple of reps here. Time. All right, so it's a tricep kickback on this side now. So whatever arm is kicking back, that's the leg that's behind. So there's a good little cue there for you. Again, I'm off my back heel. I just find it more comfortable. You play around with it. But that front knee is bent, neutral spine, kick back, slight pause, and hold that arm straight back there. Feel the back of the upper arm, your tricep, contract. Good. Nice and slow, time. All right, so round two. Again, shake out that arm if you need to, or more the hand, Shake out the hand. All right, let's get that left arm set up. Going across the body with our curls, abs engaged, go. So we're hitting the biceps by moving in different planes of motion. This is going to hit different heads as well as different fibers throughout the two heads. Same thing with the triceps, except the triceps, we have 3 heads to that muscle. So by varying where lift is happening, where we're positioning the shoulder and the elbow, will help us get different fibers with every exercise. So we get a total arm workout. Last couple of reps. Time. Woo! It's getting tough. I like it though. Don't you? Maybe I'm the only sick and twisted one, but yeah. I like feeling that burn, that lactic acid. All right, hip hinge, neutral spine, go. Kickbacks. Woo! You should be feeling it now. And where should you be feeling it? Well, if you got to ask, then we need a heavier dumbbell. You should be feeling it behind the arm, your tricep. Time. Now, you will feel your shoulder, right? Because we've got to use that shoulder muscle to keep that elbow up, and you will feel the forearm. But I want you to make sure you feel it there, too. Here we go. Last round, a cross body curl. Ready, set, go. So don't worry if you hear, and you'll hear on other YouTube channels, myself, workout channels, you should be feeling it here. And maybe you're thinking, yeah, but I'm also feeling it in my shoulder. I'm also feeling it in my forearm. Yeah, that's normal too, right? As long as you are also feeling it in the area that the instructor is telling you. If you're not, then I want you to pay attention to what the instructor's doing, what I'm doing, see if you need to readjust your positioning, or maybe you just need some heavier dumbbells. Time. All right, I'm shaking out the hand. We're moving into our final set of kickbacks, and then we're on our final series of moves. Whew. Here we go. Hip hinge. Left elbow up, go. Kickback. Once again, train the tricep a little harder. Hold that arm out there just for a breath, changing the tempo of the exercise, which changes the intensity. It's too bad it's so hot. Like, I got stuff to do. I wouldn't mind mowing the lawn, but it's too hot to mow the lawn. Well, actually, the heat will probably kill the lawn, won't it? So that's pretty cool. that I can live with. I wanted to wash my car. Time. All right, both dumbbells now. We have a regular bicep curl, and then the second rep will be a hammer curl. So palms are facing me now, facing away from you. Hands are underneath the shoulders, curl up, finish it, and now bring the palms so they're facing each other for a hammer curl, and then finish it. Once again, changing where our grip is, supinated to pronated, or not pronated, but supinated to neutral, hitting different fibers of the bicep. One of each, being careful too that you're not swinging. This is where if you were half kneeling, you wouldn't be able to swing. So when I mentioned earlier doing the wide curls, this is where some people start to do this. That's really exaggerated, but they'll start to use their hips. Time. All right, staggered stance to help protect your low back. Double up the dumbbells or just use one. Arms are straight, coming behind the head, dropping the dumbbells back, right behind, and straightening. Ready, set, and go. Now, I like a staggered stance. I'm off of my back heel because I find that kind of kickstands my pelvis, so I don't feel anything in my low back. Now, one dumbbell is going to suffice if you're a beginner. 2 dumbbells, intermediate, advanced. Now, you might have noticed our theme with the triceps. We're only moving the elbow joint, not a lot going on in the shoulder. Woo! I'm going to feel this one. Actually, scratch that. I feel this one. Time. Woo. Okay. My hands are seriously sweating that the dumbbells are starting to slip. So second set, okay? That's how hot it is. All right, I'll shut up. Ready? Here we go. Curl. Not swinging, right? Just thought I'd check in. You know, the first thing I'm going to do when I turn stop, when I push stop on this camera, is I'm going to lift my sports bra up and let the girls have some of that fan. I'm sorry if you're a guy watching this, but yeah, I need some air. Time. All right, and I'm not doing that on camera because that's a totally different type of YouTube video. Here we go. Ready? Kickstand that back leg. So again, I use it like a tripod. It really helps to stabilize the pelvis. Arms are up. Go. If you're new to my channel, yes, just random stream of consciousness comes out of my mouth. I'm not for everyone, I get it. But if I'm for you, awesome. I'm glad you hung in there with me. Time. Woo, one more round of each. That was seriously getting tough. Ooh. So I know, this is the weight for me for this workout today. Here we go. Regular bicep curl, go. Hammer curl. Alternate, turning the palms so they're facing me when you do the curl, and then turning the palms in so they're facing you for your second rep. Don't swing it. Go slow and controlled. We're in no rush. We're all going to get there at the same time. And this is our last set. Straighten your arm with every repetition too. My apologies, I should have cued that the very first set. Time. But better late than never, right? All right, here we go. Behind the head, ready? Arms are straight. Kicks down that back leg. Abs engaged. Let's do this. Go. Final 40 seconds. If you want strong arms, if you want to get rid of that jiggle in the tricep area, you gotta work for it. And that's what we're doing. So come on. Oh, fight out those last few reps. Here we go, last 10 seconds. Time. Ho ho. Bravo you. Woo. Shake out those arms. All right, we're gonna do a couple of stretches and then I'll do a recommendation for a video if you still have some gas in the tank and some extra time. Whew. All right. Hitting our bicep area. Ideally, if you have a wall or a door frame, I want you to have your thumb pointed down, like so, on your wall and turn away. Or if you got something to hold on to, even better. But thumb down, that's what's gonna give you the stretch in the bicep. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll link up, and again, it's gonna be linked up at the very last couple of seconds of this video. A really cool core and stretch workout I released last month. Or maybe it was this month. I released it sometime. Anyways, it's a nice complement to this. There's no cardio. It'll just give you some abs and then some nice stretches at the end. Whew. If you're on my app and watching this ads free, you can type in core and stretch, and that'll appear in the app. And if you want to know more about the app and be able to do these workouts as well as workouts from a host of 8 other amazing instructors, you can grab your free 14-day trial. All the information's down below in the description. Let's take the arm behind the head, get into the tricep, lean away. Other arm, lean away. Back to center, interlace the hands behind the body, extend the arms, pull them away from the body, look up slightly, stretching the arms, front of the shoulders and chest. And release. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, hey, subscribe to the channel. As well, drop a comment below. I would love to hear where you're working out from. Have yourself a great, wonderful rest of your day. Mwah!